guys, welcome back to the Gaming Bros and welcome to this wild video that's very disappointing, unfortunately. Being that I've been a Resident Evil fan for a while, for a while, since 1996, and not the first time being disappointed with Capcom, but it's the first time that I am surprised what they're doing. But I'll get into that, my thoughts on this news and the thoughts on what's happened recently, and and announce what has happened. So just bear with me on this one. I have to get a little friend out. Yeah, this video is definitely going to be about Resident Evil Nemesis. You probably can't hear me right now, so I'm going to take this mask off so you can hear me. Yes, so this video, this video is about this guy right here, Nemesis, or Matt, or whatever you want to call him. And it's all about this guy, this guy that can actually staple his face, or his eye, staple his own wounds together because he's so intelligent. Jill slashed his head open with a knife and he stapled it all back together. That's how that happened. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this guy and this game that he's supposed to be in. That's right, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, or in Japan, Biohazard Last Escape. Now, unfortunately, this scary dude right here is not it's not getting a remake just yet. There was no announcements from Capcom at E3, which I was so disappointed in. God damn it, I was so disappointed. Not surprised because Capcom is Capcom, but I would have expected them to actually give us some news and saying, well, we are going to do Resident Evil 3 Remake because Resident Evil 2 Remake was so good and popular, but we're not going to let you know at E3, and yet it's supposed to be released in January 2020. I've got a feeling it's not going to be released in January 2020. It's going to be quite a long time by the look of it. And well, here's what else I think. I think the reason why Capcom was so silent at the E3 event, because they want to release this game with humongous hype and really make people believe, oh, it's not going to happen. And then a month before, they'll release a demo, and then they will say, oh, actually, they probably won't release a demo because of the failure of that one shot 30-minute demo, which was a waste of time for Resident Evil 2 Remake. Then they'll probably just keep it quiet until the release of Resident Evil 3 Remake, and just let it come out, and people will definitely get it. Or our worst fears are being answered, and Capcom have decided they're not going to do Resident Evil 3 Remake, and screw all us Resident Evil gamers out. I don't think that's actually true, because why would Capcom do that? It's their biggest money maker, so. But it's not the first time Capcom has disappointed us with stuff like this. But I'm really I'm not surprised that they didn't want to release this Resident Evil 3 Remake, because in theory they really didn't want to do remakes by the look of it. They thought their Resident Evil 7 was the best, but it wasn't holding up to the hype, and they already destroyed it with Resident Evil 6, so they had to go back and do a remake. So they did it anyway, and that went off like a bang. But unfortunately, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Remake has not been talked about at this E3 event, which a lot of people were speculating and hoping they will because Capcom were there, but it wasn't to be, and I'm a bit disappointed in that. But we all know Capcom are very good at hiding their cards close to the chest, and and they never release things on time. They're like Rockstar. But, they never want to give out their games just yet. They want to, they're like me, a perfectionist. They want to make sure everything's perfectional, looking good before they release it. They don't want to make the same mistakes they did with Resident Evil 2 Remake. They want to do this right, I'm guessing. Maybe people in Capcom will probably agree with me if they ever watch my videos, which is very unlikely. You know, and they probably go, yeah, actually we are wanting to, you know, work hard on this and not release anything just yet because, well, let's face it, we don't want to make the mistakes that we did before, and you're not going to get something that's half-assed. And the biggest mistake was Resident Evil 2 Remake was that one-shot 30-minute demo. Hopefully they will never do that again because that was a stupid idea. Hopefully if they do it right and then release a demo that sort of gives you a feel of what the game should be like and have a little hint of what the game is like. Obviously with demos they do change it up for the full release and they will have to have the warning in that say this is a demo, the game will not be the same in the full release. Now I'm all for that. So long as there's a little bit of a demo that you can play through like in the original game where you run to the police station and the timer will end so you see Nemesis. Maybe the demo should do that in the remake and show us the first look at what Raccoon City looks like and what Nemesis looks like and then ends the demo there and you can replay it over and over and over and that would be cool. But again, we don't know what's going to happen right now with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Of all the little videos I see on YouTube and everything that people are speculating saying that it's dead, it's not going to happen. I don't think Capcom is that stupid to let a big thing like this die. I think they're just keeping it quiet for now until they are 100% with it and they think, right, let's release it. Let's let everybody know Resident Evil 3 Remake is this and this is what it looks like. And they want to make sure it looks great. They want to make sure that they make sure they don't do the same mistakes they did in Resident Evil 2 Remake. And obviously they want to make it look good. Now, what is that to do with, you know, what evidence and proof do I have that Capcom is not going to do this? Well, it's too obvious. Capcom has the main franchise of Resident Evil and it's their biggest. They're not going to fail like Silent or Konami killing off Team Silent so they don't have Silent Hill, which was a very popular game in their Konami library, which they didn't see. Capcom are not stupid to do that. They can see that Resident Evil is making them a lot of money. Why do you think they've done the Resident Evil 2 remake? It's because Resident Evil is a great series and it is money making. If you're a businessman, you're going to do things that make you money. You don't want to do things that are not making you money. You don't want to, say for example, oh, we'll push this project, it's fucking crap, but we'll keep pushing it. It's not making us money, we'll keep pushing it. You'll end up bankrupt. I'm surprised Konami isn't bankrupt the way that they've screwed their own company over and getting rid of Silent Hill and killing it the way they did. And don't get me started on Metal Gear Solid, they've killed that as well. But you wonder why, you know, some games companies do die, because these big guys are really good at what they do, and small ones, they're not sure what they're doing. The likes of, I don't know, Telltales. They went bankrupt because they were pushing games that not a lot of people liked. Again, I could be wrong on this information, but it sounds like that. But I'm surprised Konami's still in business after the way they destroyed Metal Gear Solid and they destroyed Silent Hill. Capcom is still going because of their great game. They did kill it nearly, but they realised their mistake and they've refixed it. So you can tell that Capcom are not stupid too much, that they have decided to do this with Resident Evil because it's their biggest thing and it's making them a lot of money. You know, and this is why we probably didn't hear anything about the Dino Crisis remake, because it wasn't as popular as Resident Evil, but it is going to happen most likely because it does make some money. But Resident Evil is priority because it's the one that makes more money, and it started before Dino Crisis anyway. You know, so you're not going to see remakes of small things that Capcom have done that didn't work very well. So there's your little entrance there, and obviously with Resident Evil is huge, so Capcom is going to keep pushing that. They might slide in Dino Crisis again because it's the remake of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, so obviously my mind is they're going to have a demo of Dino Crisis on the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis game itself, probably in the remake. And obviously around the corner, Dino Crisis will come out because, well, wasn't it in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, they had a poster in the game saying about Dino Crisis, and that game was released a month after, from memory, probably not, but they were released in the same year. So You know, Capcom are not stupid as you think. You may think, oh fuck you Capcom, you evil bastard, fuck you Rest Down for kissing their ass for all these years and thinking that Capcom are going to listen to their fans. Well, I'm not saying that they're going to listen to their fans, because clearly they haven't with Resident Evil 2 Remake, because there should have been some stuff in it that I wanted and a lot of fans wanted, and we didn't get that. But not to say it was a shit game, it was an awesome game. It's one of the top 5 Resident Evil games I can say in my book. And if Resident Evil 3 Remake comes out, that is definitely, and if they do a good job, make it as as good as the original Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, yeah, you're looking at a #1 Resident Evil game right there as soon as it's released. I mean, hell, I can even say it now, but at the moment there is no talk on it. And I can see from Capcom's point of view why there isn't. But what are your thoughts? Is Resident Evil dead? Is Capcom stupid? That's probably a bad idea. But, you know, please. Alright, I know this is a long shot. But Capcom, if you're listening, don't screw up like Konami did. Keep with the good stuff. Make Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Do what you're doing. Keep it quiet. I love the suspense. I'm sure a lot of fans do. Now, here's the thing. Don't make Nemesis a robot like in the Umbrella Chronicles. Don't make him a robot like he was in the Raccoon City operative crap, whatever it was called. Make him back to where he was. Make him scary again, like he was in the original game. The Umbrella Corporation wasn't scary. Operative Raccoon City, apart from the pushing the bus, he didn't sound scary. He should sound like what he should in the remake, or in the original game, in the remake now. He should have that iconic stars and have it scary. And if you guys are watching this Capcom and you need a voice actor for Nemesis, please, I can't do voice acting. Let me do Nemesis. You know, I don't care how it will work. I will send fucking audio footage of me doing Nemesis audio for you guys, if you want. You really need it to be scary as it was in the original. And being remake, you can make it scary by the graphics and the environment, but you need that voice, not the electrical stars. You want something scary that scares you, not stars. That's just crap in my mind. That was just like, why does he sound like a robot? Nemesis was not a robot in my mind. So, you know, you really want it to be scary as stars. Pretty much. I mean, with today's technology of editing, you can probably change that. You know. But it needs to be done right, Capcom. We don't want an electrical voice for Nemesis. We want a unique voice that he has. I don't think he should say anything else. I think he should continue to say stars and do the roar type of roar that he always does. You don't need anything else. You don't need to go around going, you know, saying random shit like, "Get back here, you son of a bitch." It wouldn't work. Trust me. So, word of advice, Capcom, your Resident Evil's good, but don't fuck it up. And I'm giving you a chance to give free voice. You don't have to pay me to do the voice. Give me credit and I'll do it. But, you know, save some money, guys. But, it's a huge long shot. Capcom's not going to listen to one small video or small YouTuber. But I'm just under hope that they would. And I hope they don't fuck it up. And I hope it isn't dead like most people say. But anyway, what do you guys think? Should they continue doing remakes? Should they continue being quiet? Should they release something? What do you think? What's going to happen with Resident Evil? What's going to happen with Capcom? You know, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And, you know, let's just hope that it does come out. It is already announced that there is going to be remakes of the old games. Let's just hope this is one of them. And maybe Outbreak and, yeah, all the rest. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me for the video. If you need to keep in touch with me with any social media stuff, links are in the description. Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Steam, all there in the link in the description. And once again, leave this video a big thumbs up if you're a Resident Evil fan or Capcom fan. And if you are a Devil May Cry fan and you hate Resident Evil, yeah, you can leave a dislike. Or if you're just, you know, a drug addict, you know, hit the dislike button. Anyways, once again, thank you for joining. If you haven't already, subscribe, share this on your social media, and we'll check all you guys later, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.